US election 2024 results. How black voters shift towards Trump. The Republican candidate almost doubles his support among black voters compared with 2020, exit poll suggests. How and where? When Kamala Harris was confirmed as the Democratic candidate for the United States presidential election in August, she had hoped to become the first woman, first Indian American, and the second African American to make it to the White House. Harris was expected to reverse a troubling trend for Democrats and win black voters who had been drifting away from the party. Since then, her campaign was targeted black voters in battleground states, often with the support of the county's first black president, Barack Obama. Yet, as results in Tuesday's election trickled in, a stunning fact emerged. It is Trump, not Harris, who gained support among black voters compared with the 2020 election, as the former president won the White House. So, how much support did Trump secure from black voters? And how did he do it? How did Trump do with black voters in the 2024 election? Black voters have for decades predominantly voted for the Democratic Party, and that pattern, on the whole, hasn't changed. Harris appears to have won 8% of the black vote according to an exit poll by the Associated Press. But that's a drop of 10% of points compared with 2020 when the current president Joe Biden won 9 of 10 black voters. The beneficiary, Trump, who won 20% of black vote this time, according to the exit poll. He had won 13% of the community's votes in the 2020 and 8% in 2016, which in itself was the highest level of support by black voters for any Republican since George W. Bush in 2000. How did Trump perform with black voters in swing states? A comparison of black votes for both parties in some of the swing states in 2024 and 2020 shows how Trump's support crept up in this year's election, according to exit polls after both elections. Georgia, one of the most crucial swing states in the 2024 election, and one of the first battleground states that went Trump's way. He made a 1% point improvement among black voters in Georgia from the 2020 election against Biden, according to the exit polls. Michigan, Harris and the Democrats lost 2% points of the black vote in this state after growing anti-democrat sentiment in the wake of Israel war on Gaza. Meanwhile, Trump made a 2% point gain. North Carolina saw one of the biggest shifts from Democrats to Republicans among black voters, with 5 percentage point change from the previous election. Pennsylvania. Trump's victory was all but sealed when Pennsylvania was called for the Republican candidate, and here too the numbers went up for the second time president. Wisconsin. Voters in the state of Wisconsin had poverty, low wages, and healthcare among their chief concerns, and black voters in the state made a dramatic 13 percentage point shift towards Trump. Nevada, the state reeling from the highest unemployment rate in the country, was the only swing state where Harris made gains among black voters compared with 2020. How did Trump increase his popularity among black voters? Similar to the Democrat Party strategy in the mid-19th century, Trump has been trying to pull away disaffected black voters from the Democratic Party. Trump has claimed that African Americans fared better economically under his presidency with record low unemployment. Some experts have argued, however, that this was a continuation of downward trend that started with the Obama administration. At a gala hosted by the Black Conservative Federation in Columbia, South Carolina, Trump said he believed he was receiving more black support due to his 4 criminal cases, because blacks have been historically treated unfairly by the criminal justice system. And then I got indicted a second time, and the third time, and the fourth time. A lot of people said that's why the black people like me because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against, he said. They actually viewed me as I am being discriminated against. Trump was criticized and mocked for those comments, but he succeeded in securing celebrities' endorsements from African American icons like Kanye West, Kodak Black, 50 Cent, and Lil Wayne.